In a quiet town, nestled beside a gentle hill, there stood a small antique shop that most people passed without noticing. Its wooden sign had faded over the years, and the windows were often clouded with dust, as if time itself had settled there. Inside, however, the shop held a quiet kind of magic. It was run by an elderly man named Mr. Howard. He had spent decades collecting objects that others had long forgotten. Old clocks ticked softly on the walls, marking time in their own rhythm. Among all these items, there was one object that stood out, not because it was beautiful, but because it was undeniably flawed. It was a mirror, tall and framed in a magnificent golden border. Now, that frame was cracked, and the glass was broken into uneven sections. Every morning, Mr. Howard would walk over with a soft cloth and gently clean its surface, careful not to press too hard. One afternoon, a young woman named Elena stepped into the shop. She moved slowly, as if weighed down by something invisible but heavy. "Looking for something special?" he asked gently. Elena hesitated. "Not really," she said. "Just something that makes me feel less broken." It didn't take long before her eyes settled on the broken mirror. "Why do you keep this?" she asked. "It's ruined." A small smile appeared on his face. "Maybe," he said. "But sometimes, broken things show us the truth more clearly." Then, taking a quiet breath, she looked into it. Her reflection was divided by thin lines, where the cracks ran through the glass. But as she looked, something shifted. The lines seemed to soften her features, framing her eyes in a way that made them appear gentler. "It's strange," she whispered. "I look softer, kinder." Mr. Howard stepped closer. "Perfection shows the surface. Imperfection shows the soul." Tears gathered in her eyes. For the first time, she wasn't criticizing what she saw. She was allowing it to exist without judgment. "Maybe I'm not broken," she said softly. "Maybe I've just been rearranged." After a long moment, she turned to him. "I want to buy it." Mr. Howard wrapped the mirror carefully. When she left the shop, she carried more than just an object. She carried a new perspective. In the weeks that followed, Elena hung the mirror in her studio. Slowly, the blank canvases began to fill with images. She painted faces with wrinkles that told stories. She painted scars as marks of survival. She captured the beauty within imperfections. Her work began to attract attention. People from the town came to see her paintings, recognizing something deeply familiar in the images. "Where do you find your inspiration?" they would ask. Elena would smile. "In a broken mirror that showed me how to see." Because the mirror had never been about glass or cracks. It had always been about perspective and how we choose to see ourselves. Remember, within every crack and every part of you that feels out of place, there is a story. And within that story, there is light. Thank you for watching English Life Tales. Remember, beauty isn't found in perfection, but in the kindness you show yourself.